resort in Mexico. Could not let this busy week for the boys in gold, Nashville SC, go by without at least popping in for a quick check-in to discuss all things Nashville SC. Had a few minutes here where just downstairs getting ready for our evening plans, and I could break away and kind of just pop on for a quick chat. Not to be short because I am baking out in the warm Mexican sun right here on our penthouse balcony at our resort down here. Check out the vacation videos if you haven't checked those out already. We've had some really, really fun ones. We got Nashville SC Gold jumping in the chat saying, "Hey, Matt, hello to you. Glad you could jump in real quick." So I just had some time between activities that I jump on, talk about Nashville SC. Jake Thompson in the chat says, "Let's go, boys in gold." That's what we're here to talk about. Busy week. I've talked about this on some of the previous Nashville SC game day vlogs and some other update videos. Crazy timing that me and Jesta booked this vacation, back in like December of 2024. And of course, the MLS scheduling gods came down and gave Nashville SC 3 home games in this 7-day period. Like literally Saturday we left, Saturday we get back, and tonight midweek game on a Wednesday. So missing 3 matches in this week. But it's one of the unsung things about the Apple TV deal with MLS is that it's a Wormy in the chat says going live in Mexico is crazy. It's okay to enjoy your vacation, man. Hey, I'm having a great time. If you watch the videos, you know that. Like I said, I got a nice little break moment here where the wife is getting ready for our dinner plan. So, they take a little longer to get ready, understandably so. I'm, don't have any hair to do or anything like that. So I'll pop in the shower, be out, and then ready to go in 10 minutes. So I had a little free time to kind of kick back and talk about Nashville SC. Not planning to do like a full-on, 30, 40 hour-long chat. Just jumping in real quick to talk about what's happened so far this week, what's happening tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't at least mention what obviously has been going on with La Brigada del Oro, the Hispanic supporter group for Nashville SC. I'm sure Wormy, who was in the chat, jumped in. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more extensively the next time we're able to record the 615 Locker Room podcast, because I don't want to shortchange the situation, but also I'm trying to keep this video a little short. Obviously, we stand with them, completely understand their stance, not feeling safe attending the match, not feeling, they're being represented, they're being taken care of the way they should be there. The situation is horrible. It's unacceptable. It is, inhuman to be just, breaking down to the point. But we'll talk more about that, I'm sure, and, share some more thoughts as we have more time to talk when we can on our show. So make sure you're subscribed to the 615 Locker Room podcast, because I'm sure we'll have more developments and more to talk about from that situation there. Wormy says he went on war Twitter for a few days. Yeah, it's been a very bizarre situation, too in-depth to talk about, in too detail. And I feel like if I kind of just ramble on here without fully having my thoughts collected and ready to fully talk about it, I'll probably just stumble over my words and not say things the way I really want to. But definitely we stand with them, we support them. Nobody should feel unsafe going to a soccer match. That's not what soccer is about. That's not what sports are about. Sports are about a safe environment where people can come together, support the team that they all love, and it's just heartbreaking to know that they feel that way. But that match, despite the things that were going off the field, it was a interesting match for Nashville SC, a rematch from a game from just a couple weeks ago with Charlotte. Looking for revenge. Obviously, there was a lot of talk about the Walker Zimmerman injury for that match, which, we talked about it on the pod. It was, kind of a weird, unfortunate incident, not nobody's fault. Nobody really is to blame. It wasn't like a vindictive or, bad moment. It was just an accident. So I was kind of not on board with the revenge talk, but at the same time, sometimes you got to light a little fire under yourself. But I was able to watch the second half. We got back to the room that night around like 8:30-ish, something like that, because, after a long day of travel on Saturday, we were pretty beat. So I was able to watch the second half on the Apple TV broadcast, which I was mentioning earlier. One of the benefits of Apple TV is it is worldwide, no blackout. So if you've got the MLS season pass, you can watch all the matches. So I was able to watch the second half there, which turned out that was the best time to tune in, because literally everything happened the second I tuned in. We had the 3 goals in like a 20-minute span or whatever it was. We had Andy Nahar making Zaha looking like a fool over and over again. Great match, great experience there. German Rodri shouting it out. It's a Music City match today. Hate to be wish I was in the Music City right now. I hate that I'm down here in beautiful Mexico and enjoying a all-inclusive vacation, but I know everybody back home is going to be representing. It's $1 hot dog night at Geodis Park. How can you not be excited for dollar hot dogs at Geo's Park tonight. I know that's going to be a fun environment there. But good performance for Nashville. See kind of the inverse of the first match with Charlotte, where we kind of controlled the game but couldn't finish. This game kind of controlled the game again, but finally found those chances, found the breakthroughs, got the 2 goals we needed. Won the match 2-1, started our little homestand here on a good streak with 3 points and a 2-1 win over Charlotte. Tonight, Red Bull New York comes to town. Oh, poor you. How unlucky. I know. What a shame. As somebody mentioned in the comments earlier, we have never beat Red Bull New York. It's one of the crazy, still lingering things for us here at Nashville SC. One of our just boogeymen who we have not been able to go over the hump over. It's a Mexican soda. They have these down here on demand. Never been able to beat Red Bull New York. It's one of the boogeymen of our history here. But if ever there was a chance to beat them, tonight's the night. We have started to find our way. We're in a good run of form. They kind of have been slipping since the earlier matchup. Another kind of rematch already from an early season game where they beat us 2-0 in a game where we did not play very well early in the season. But, we've got more of a stronger lineup ready to go in this game. I'm drinking myself, but my wife can't get enough. Ellen Hitzman, I'm right there with me. If you watch our videos, me and Jesta, I'm carrying 2 beers at a time to keep her satiated and, trying to keep her happy. But yeah, I think going back to the game, I do think tonight, if there's ever a time where we can finally break the streak, finally get the first win against Red Bull New York, it should be tonight. Home match, midweek, both teams coming off tough weekend matches with another match around the corner. We're in good form. They're struggling a little bit right now, so got to be a result for the boys and gold tonight. Got to get those 3 points tonight because it's honestly they're not bad this season. They're not like some terrible bottom of the barrel team or anything like that. But it does have the vibes of if not now, when? When are we going to break this streak? When are we finally going to be able to beat the Red Bulls, if not tonight? So that'll be fun. I'll probably, depending on how the night goes, we got dinner right around the time kickoff is supposed to happen. So I won't watch the match live. 2-0 hands, Sam and Hani scoring. That should be the way. That's what we want to see. So I'll probably watch the replay because usually we come back to the room around 9:30, 10-ish, kind of just lay around, watch, videos on our phone, TikToks, whatever. We have this weird tradition. I don't know if I've ever really documented on the vacation videos where for whatever reason, Harry Potter movies are always on the random channels you get at these Mexican or Dominican Republic resorts that we go to. So we will often just find ourselves just jumping in and watching Harry Potter movies out of nowhere. So not a bad way to be, but we've seen them so many times you can just kind of watch other stuff. So if I'm not just too exhausted, I'll throw the game on, watch it later on tonight when I get back from dinner and whatever other activities we get to in the resort. Hoping for the best that we get a Nashville SC result. So I'll do my best to stay off Twitter, social media, avoid score results. I noticed the other night while I was watching the match that because I have the Nashville SC app on my phone, it randomly started popping up and shooting games or game updates and stuff to me. I was looking down at my phone, all of a sudden I looked at the score and it said 20 minutes in, 0-0 Nashville. It's I could see the scoreboard was on my phone. It's I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but we'll figure it out better tonight. I think Wormy just asked favorite Harry Potter movie. For me, it's Prisoner of Azkaban with Goblet of Fire, close second. Goblet of Fire is my favorite Harry Potter book, but I think in terms of making it, it's weird because I love Goblet of Fire, the book, so I love the movie, but I think Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban is the best movie just because it was the one where really redefined the series and made kind of the visual template that kind of reset the whole rest of the series. So that's probably the one I give the most credit to is Prisoner of Azkaban. Never seen any Harry Potter movies. They're great. I recommend reading the books first because the books are 100 times better than the movies because you can only fit so much into the movies, but this is not a Harry Potter live stream. This is a Nashville SC live stream. Wormy said too, the updates pop up in your lock stream. I was able to swipe it away and it was gone for the rest of the night, so I'll do that tonight. And hopefully be able to watch the match later on, spoiler free, but expecting good things there. And then one more match to come up this weekend. It's the Jesta and Uncle Mad Derby. New York City FC. Jesta, the pride of New York. Uncle Mad, Nashville's favorite son. Our team's going head-to-head, which I guess tonight is technically also. But Red Bull New York is from Jersey, so she doesn't count then. She doesn't really know what's going on with any of this anyway, but it doesn't matter. But the Just Uncle Mad Derby, the pride of New York, Nashville's favorite son. Everybody goes head-to-head. That'll probably be something I'll be watching in an airport in Atlanta because I think we'll be back into the States. By that time, I think we'll be in a layover in Atlanta around the time the match is kicking off. So checking that one out. Looking forward to that one. New York City FC, kind of same boat as Red Bull New York. Seems like they're kind of in a mediocre, low tier, bad run of form to start the season, but they're not terrible. They can easily jump up and get a win or get some points off Nashville SC if we're not on our best. So a lot of opportunities here tonight and coming up Saturday for Nashville SC to really, as we talked about in previous videos, previous podcasts with Wormy, these 3 games are huge to set up a really good spot for us to be in for the rest of the season, especially, come, September, October, November. I don't think we go into November that deep, but September, November, August, when there's not as many home games. Oh, DC United is who we play. Why did I think New York City? Is that the last game? I think New York City FC is the May 31st, maybe. Yeah, DC United, but they're kind of also, they've been struggling. They're at the bottom of the table, towards the bottom of the table, but still they've got, Benteke. He can rise up and steal some goals and, put you in a bad spot if you're not careful. Forsberg, yeah, he's the dangerous man. He scored that golazo against us in the first match, so definitely he's the danger man, the one we have to be aware of in the match tonight. But yeah, should be fun. Like I said, just want to jump on real quick, chat a little bit. It's been fun seeing people jump in the chat, having some little conversations with some friends from far away. It's good to reconnect to my Nashville friends back home, my NSC buddies back on the other side of the world for me right now. But it's not gonna lie, having a great time in Mexico. Always miss the opportunities to be at Geodis Park on a match day, but I can't complain about this. Thanks for everybody that jumped in and watched. Thanks for everybody that was jumping in the chat real quick. Just wanted to do a quick one just to check in and see how things are going and give my thoughts on what's happened so far and what's to come the rest of this week for the boys in gold. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, tune in, subscribe to the channel, turn it on for notifications. I think the vacation stuff has been really good this week, and we'll have some Nashville SC stuff coming once we get back to America. So appreciate everybody for tuning in as always, and we will see you soon.